And now, allow me to introduce Mr. Neil Han, founder and CEO of Reddio. Welcome on stage, Mr. Neil.
Hello, everyone. Very good afternoon. I know you guys has been building and tired. I'm trying to make this one very quick so that you guys can come back and focus on building. So I'm Neil. I'm the founder and the CEO of Reddio. So we are the company building the infrastructure for Web3, focusing on scaling on Ethereum network. Today, I'm going to talk about some of the issues I have came across with the customers and how we really solve it and really deliver the APIs for the developers. When I started Reddio about a year ago, I have a lot of customers from APAC coming to me asking me a lot of questions like how can we really work on Web3 applications because Ethereum is slow and the gas fee is expensive. That's where the developers are really has a little bit issues on scaling Ethereum network, and that's where they come to other chains. And the worst or the best part of the scaling on Ethereum is they have to build the mobile platforms, Unity platforms. That's where you have to scale cross platforms, right? But look at when the bear market comes, what happens to all the major NFT transactions, right? That's where you see a lot of NFT has been trading actually on Ethereum network because that's the blockchain really has been really working and has the most attractions across the platform and industry. And scaling for Ethereum. We look into the landscape of Ethereum, look at the EVM compatible blockchains, and also the other layer ones trying to solve the scaling issues for layer one. It didn't really work out until we find this company which is called Stockware, where they can provide 9,000 TPS and also zero gas fee almost, right? But when I look into this, right, my eyes really bright because look at this scaling for Visa and MasterCard. Their transaction per second is actually 20,000 transactions per second. With this technology, basically you can scale your applications decentralized, right? Not really centralized because there are so many issues for centralized exchange and the platforms because they hold your assets. That's not the key for the Web3 and decentralized applications, right? So this is StarX, the technology underneath of Reddio, where they handle like last till September this year, they handle 230 million transactions on their platforms. They hold about 700 billion tradings on the platforms. These are the technology pretty much has been really validated for the past 2 years. How the whole technology works, just want to focus a little bit here, right? All your applications, the transactions can really come to Reddio APIs, and we bundle like thousands of transactions in one sequencer. With all these sequencer, we are generating a proof at layer 2. All this proof is actually a hash key, right? That's why we are able to compress the data at layer 2. And when it comes to layer 1, it's just a verification of your whole transaction. That's why we are able to lock the security on layer 1, at the same time scale at layer 2. And that's the essence why the StarX technology can really scale to 9,000 transactions per second. And because of aggregating of all these transactions at layer 2, right, we are able to, I'll give you an example. When we do a calculation for NFT minting, 1 billion NFT minting on layer 2, the gas cost is only $50, right? So as a platform, we don't want the gas fee to be a burden for developers. That's where we give you zero gas fee for the minting, right? When you do the minting on layer 2, right? All the NFTs at layer 2, it's a zero gas fee, including all the transactions. So with this, right, you are able to make all the transactions at layer 2 with zero gas fee and 9,000 transactions per second speed, which means you can deliver your applications fully decentralized at StockEX on layer 2. And what Reddio built is really a full stack technology for you to build with your programming language you are familiar with. For example, you use PHP, Java, Python. That's what we support at the blockchain interpretation layers with all the NFT APIs, ERC20 APIs, and also order book, so that you can build the NFT buying and selling easily with the APIs, the programming language you are familiar with at layer 2. To make it even easier, we also support JavaScript SDKs and Unity SDKs, where you can build an in-app, in-game experience with our SDKs with only few lines of code for all your NFT logic and token logic. And we observe how developer has been using the technology. They are actually built a lot of in-app, in-game NFT marketplaces or their own experience for the NFTs. That's where we build an open source marketplace. You can just take our source code and build on top of the source code into your own games. So we do observation, the developers, after, definitely we are in the early stage, the documentation, we are still in the middle of enhancing, but as long as they get the basic logic understood, it only take a few days to integrate all the gaming logic with our SDKs. Definitely we want to show you some demo, right? Because by seeing is what really, by doing is what you can really see how easy it is to build the platforms. I'm gonna hold my mic and have a limited capacity for my hand to show you the demo. But these are the platforms. After you click the dashboard, you are able to come to this dashboard and you just create a new project. Let's call it Builder Zone. And then you create a new project, right? Once you create a new project, that's where you need to bundle, you need to have a smart contract at layer 1, because that's where you can transfer the NFT asset between layer 1 and layer 2. That's where you actually need to prepare a metadata for your smart contract at layer 1, because if you don't have a metadata for NFT, right? We can't really show you the metadata and the NFT images and all those informations. So I prepare some metadata on our server already. If you are doing your own metadata logic, you either store on the centralized service or using the IPFS to really have this API ready and URL ready. So after that, right, what you need to do is, because we have some quick start here, we actually even automate the smart contract deployment. You just click this smart contract deployment. You just choose the ERC 721M and choose your name, builder zone, and have some symbol there. What else you need to do is to pull the metadata, the base URL, into the smart contract. So with this simple deployment, right, you are able to basically generate the smart contract on layer 1. So far, you don't need to code anything. We automatically generate the smart contract at layer 1 and bundle all the basic informations into the smart contract. So it will take a little bit to deploy the smart contract, because Ethereum is definitely slow as other layer 1 EVM blockchains. Yeah, now you actually have the smart contract. I prepare a little bit cheat sheet to make sure my demo is not broken. But what you need to do is really just keep the smart contract address here, because once you deploy the smart contract, right, you will also be able to see the smart contract at layer 1, right? This is a smart contract we just deployed for you guys. You definitely can do your own smart contract. That's for you to really edit. But we just want to build an easy to use API for you to do it, right? The other thing is we have a demo website where you can take the demo and run after you deploy the smart contract, right? You need to see something, right? So that's where we actually here generated a tool for you to get the start key, because at layer 2 you need to get a start key or layer 2 addresses from the wallet, right? Here I already put the start key layer 2 address here, and what else you need to do is to just bundle the smart contract with the start key, right? After that, it's already ready, guys. You just need to mint the NFT. This is the minting of the NFTs. I just show you as a curl, but we actually support many other different languages like Python, PHP, JavaScript, and all those. So the again, I always make the mistake. Forgot to bundle the smart contract with my my projects. So once I bundle the smart contract addresses, it should be ready to go. Let me give me a second. Let me bundle them together. So then the smart contract should be bundled together already. And now what you need to do is to just run the code. As you can see, the NFT has been minted already. And what you can see from here is in your own wallet, as you can see, you are able to see the builder's own NFT minted at layer 2. This is how fast you are able to build layer 2 NFT APIs. Definitely, we are able to do more, right? When you come to our quick start, we show you all the different logics at documentations. For example, you can do NFT transfer with a few lines of code on the JavaScript SDK. You can also do ETH, transferring your ETH from layer 1 to layer 2. After that, you can do all the logic on layer 2. For example, you use ETH or USDT to do the trading in the NFT marketplaces. You can also launch your own token at layer 1. You transfer your token to layer 2. That's how, after that, right, you are able to basically, as you can see, if you want to do like a token transfer, this is our own token. There's no token left, but let's see others, right? You can transfer your, let me see, anything else I have. You can transfer your token at the layer 2, 300 milliseconds, right? That's how fast you are able to do in your own game. And hopefully you get some ideas on how Reddio can do for your NFTs at layer 2, right? So our customer really take all this quick and simple demo to next level. This is one of the gaming customers. They take our open source sample code, because the demo I show you is actually fully open source. You can always go there and take the source code and read about it. But look at this game, right? It's it's quality, very well built. They have been building the Web2 game for like 10 years. They take our source code without understanding anything about smart contract, Carol, or Solidity. They are able to do their own in-game NFT marketplace within a few days' time. That's how Reddio has been building for Web3 apps to scale your applications fully decentralized at layer 2. Definitely, developer asking us, you can always do a layer 2, zero gas fee, high transaction. And what happens if you want to launch the NFT in other marketplaces, right? So right now we are working with like MinSquare and NON marketplace for you to trade at layer 2 directly with zero gas fee and high frequency transaction, like almost 10,000, as I mentioned, transaction per second. But if you really want to do something else, like OpenSea, that's where you have to move the transaction into the NFT into layer 1. Then you can be listed on OpenSea, right? After that, you can ask or give a button for your gamers to bring the layer 1 assets to layer 2. After that, you are able to scale your NFT logic at layer 2 with all the benefit I just mentioned, right? We are working also with ZK Sync to provide the same experience for your developers so that you guys don't need to struggle on all the terms at the layer 2. You just use it as part of the APIs. In this hackathon, we provide 6,000 bounty. If you guys haven't started yet, you know how easy it is to get it started, right? You can actually start from now to do the NFT minting and some logic at layer 2. We have 6,000 bounty for you to grab. The 6,000 is really nothing. That's where we actually work with accelerator like a Scaling X. They are the accelerator focusing on zero knowledge technologies, right? They are able to help you do the ideation for the product, operations on the business side, and also building some marketing strategies across Southeast Asia if you guys are not only looking to Vietnam market, but also across Southeast Asian market. And they are also helping you for fundraising for sure, right? This is one of our venture partners to help you build on top of Reddio and the Starknet ecosystems if you guys are interested to move out of the hackathon doing more real world business. This is a partner we can help you guys. Always follow our Reddio Twitter. You search reddio_com. You are able to find us and ping us if you need any help for Scaling X. Another venture capital can really help you guys is after accelerator program. We have company like MC. They are also partnering with us. They are the top one list crypto exchange in terms of the quantity of token being listed. They have their venture capital arm where they invested already 300 plus portfolios from seed until Series B or C round, right? They are our venture partners to help you boost your business from accelerator to next stage. We have booth there. If you guys need any help, I have their name card there. You can come to grab their name card from me. So that's Reddio, where we build the easy to use APIs. We are not only doing this, right? We are doing more for developers like you guys. We would really like to hear from you about your feedback on our technology. What else APIs you need from our side? We are here to help you guys. We are the ones really listening to developers and trying to build the best developer tools for the market. I'm based in Singapore, has been working for Southeast Asia and APAC market for the past 16 years. I have the connections, and you guys, if you need any help, come to me or to my booth. We can have a talk. Definitely, I want to give you a little bit sneak peek on what we do next, right? Because this only for layer 2 for scaling. What else you can do? This is actually what Starkware has been working on. As you can see, StarkX will be at layer 3 very soon. We have the choice, or you have our APIs to choose whether you want to stick the StarkX on layer 2 or layer 3. But with this, right, we are able to use the StarNet as a composability layers so that on this
a lot of